Artificial intelligence, robots are going to steal your jobs, and it's a serious threat to your career. In this video, quick explanation on AI and how you can safeguard your own career. More than $50 billion were invested in AI startups during the period between 2011 and 2018. But in 2020 alone, $62.4 billion were invested in AI. But why are people investing so much money in AI? It's a technological revolution, and every single technological revolution means that human jobs will be replaced by machines. It's much easier to buy a machine once and have it do all sorts of human jobs for you than take care of human beings and care about their needs and holidays and salaries. Machines are the obvious next step for the human race. And by machines, I mean robots.
You think, yeah, obviously AI is going to replace all the jobs that don't require education, security guards, truck drivers, manual labor. They're going to be replaced, right?
No, hold up. It's also your job, the educated jobs, that are very likely to be replaced. Let me explain how. Any job that requires you to first learn or rote learn or mug up certain number of patterns or numbers or solutions or theorems, then apply all those things to real world problems. Then sort out those real world problems based on your analytical powers and those years of education. Yeah, all those jobs are going to get replaced. Let me explain how. What does a doctor do? A doctor first spends years learning about the correct kinds of medicines or the correct ways to do a particular operation. Then when he sees a sick patient or someone who needs surgery, he applies all that knowledge. First learn, then analyze, then apply. A doctor probably takes 10, 15 years to reach that point. An artificial intelligence based machine will take less than 10 minutes. No, seriously. The nature of AI is such that you can teach it anything that you can teach a human being, and that's why it's such a serious job threat to all of us. Every single job you can think of is kind of under threat, and that's the way AI is progressing in the world. Doctors will be replaced by faster doctors that are all connected to each other through the internet. That's right, a robotic doctor in Africa will be able to treat patients based on the knowledge learned by a robotic doctor sitting in Japan, because they're connected through the same internet. They're going to be faster, more efficient, much better at their jobs, and eventually even those AI devices are going to teach themselves the subject that they were born to learn and then become way better than even the human coaches. Now, while a Terminator and Age of Ultron type scenario isn't really possible because robots can't be taught emotions or conscience. So likely they won't really become evil and start attacking us unless their programmers, the engineers who have built the robot, are evil and want to create robots to destroy everyone. That's likely not going to happen. But careers, it's a serious threat. These machines are built to be better than us, and a lot of people within our lifetimes are going to lose their jobs. So what's the solution here? First solution is that you focus on some kind of creative talent of yours. It can be writing, it can be singing, it can be content creation, it can even be coding. Any talent that requires you to first look within, think of an idea, and then figure out a way to put it out in the real world when you're trying to create something from zero. Because a robot can replace any job that requires years of learning, but it can't replace human creativity. That's the first thing you've got to focus on. And the second thing you've got to focus on is the process of upskilling to power ahead in your career. Even while talking about AI, remember that even the robots will have to be taught new professions by human beings. Even in the middle of the AI revolution, there'll be a demand for experienced, skilled professionals who are very good at particular subjects. Skills are what will safeguard the future of you and your family. And the skills you learn today could be the difference between gifting your mother a house at 50 versus gifting your mother just flowers at 50. And if it's skills we're talking about, it's ed tech, education tech, learning off of the internet that we're talking about. My ultimate ed tech recommendation, great learning. Learn everything from data science to coding to communication skills online from the comfort of your own home. Weekly mentorship sessions from industry experts, relevant exposure through industry-based projects, and exclusive career fairs for all the learners. The education system all over the world might slowly become less and less impactful, and EdTech is going to replace the concept of the education system. So these are the concrete solutions. Focus on creative skills and generally focus on picking up new skills to protect yourself, because even the AI machines will have to be taught by experts. The final piece of advice, the third solution that will safeguard your career: work on your EQ, your emotional quotient, understanding other human beings. Because an AI can be taught the skills of a doctor, but not the skills of a nurse. It'll be able to operate on your body, it'll be able to give you medicine, but it won't be able to hold your hand and say, you'll be okay. It won't be able to smile at you and make you feel comfortable. Only another human being can do that. EQ, emotional quotient, will be very, very highly valued going forward. And in my experience, the best way to learn EQ, once again, is to create a lot of knowledge within your mind, to get multiple perspectives, to learn multiple skills that open up pieces of your mind. A more open mind is a mind with a higher EQ. So those are my 3 solutions when it comes to the future and protecting your own job from the threat of artificial intelligence. The future is here, and EdTech can be your armor. Log on to Great Learning today to begin that